Good morning. I'm Aaron West, and this is my informational speech on the separation of art from artist. Many of us have found a great song or TV show only to find out that someone in it did or said something horrible. Many people separate the art from the artist, meaning that they could appreciate and analyze a work of art without being influenced by their knowledge of the artist's life or views. Recently, we have seen many examples of this in popular media, some of the largest being Kanye West, Justin Roiland, and J.K. Rowling. In this speech, I plan to teach you about the controversies and the benefits of both separating and not separating art from the artist. Our first controversial figure is Kanye West. Ye, formerly known as Kanye, has had many controversies while continuing to be a large name in music. His most recent controversy has been his anti-Semitic views on the Jewish community. He is also known for stopping Taylor Swift from doing her speech for Best Female Video, which garnered much negative publicity through internet threats and even the current president at the time calling him a jackass, according to a paper by Sean Cullen. Another controversial figure is Justin Roiland, the co-creator of Rick and Morty. He was accused of domestic battery and false imprisonment in May of 2020. When these charges came to life, many of his coworkers talked about his childish behavior in the office and even other ways that he did not treat them very nice while working on the show together. Meanwhile, the internet, learning about this news, boycotted the show and sent threats over Twitter. Even though the charges were later dropped, according to an article by NPR, he has yet to return to the show and shows no signs of returning, likely due to the outrage of the community just from hearing the charges. Finally, J.K. Rowling. The creator of Harry Potter has also made many controversial statements, mostly regarding her stance on gender. One tweet from her on June 6th of 2020, she responded to another tweet mentioning people who menstruate. Her response was, "People who menstruate? I'm sure there used to be a word for those people. Someone help me out. Woombin, Wimbund, Woomud," obviously making fun of the word woman. In this tweet, not only does she alienate the trans community, but she shows blatant disrespect for everyone in general. Despite her opinions that don't accept everyone, her popular book series Harry Potter shows a world full of acceptance, and the recent video game that released set in the Harry Potter universe has seen many sales, despite the artist of that making these claims. You may ask, what are the effects of separating art from artists? But first, I think it's important to know what supporting art is. It is possible to enjoy art without even knowing who the artist behind it is. The social influence of this art can affect the artist too. Ultimately, participating in media will support the artist with fame and money, whether you know them or not. For example, I supported a company called Shein to buy this tapestry behind me. I don't know who designed it, I don't know who made it, yet good or bad, as an artist, I have supported this person simply by purchasing it for my apartment. What would fully separating art from artist look like? One reason why people want to separate art from the artist is to feel better about not supporting those who don't align with their own views or political ways. Artists are getting paid for their work would have to be done differently, as fully separating art from artists would mean that we don't even know who is creating the art, and it could be hard to pay our musicians. Fully connecting art with artists would look like how many times the art is a piece of the artist and it shows an insight on how the artist feels and can allow others to feel a connection with both the art and the artist. For example, I think that poems are a great way to know a lot about a person. Many times, people with similar tastes in media get along very well, which also shows how similar to the artist they can be in this way. Many people get along by talking about what they have in common, like what music they listen to or what shows they're currently watching. But I think that ultimately it comes down to whether or not you are willing to support the art from the artist, or if you want to keep it separate. Thank you.